This is the Honda Civic's 10th generation, and this is a rather radical departure from the 9th into the 10th generation with a new exterior and a new interior. So let me just show you what it is all about. This is Honda's Midnight Burgundy Pearl color. The designing makes it, gives it a bit of a lean, muscular look with its sharp and distinctive cut lines. Kind of my favorite, and gives more of a commando-ish look from the army style. And on the front of the grille, you have the Honda's grille, and then you have a little bit of chrome over here. And next to the chrome, you have the headlights, which use less energy and gives you a lot of roads to look at night. Under the headlights, of course, you have the fog lights. On the side, you have the positioning lamps, and next to them you have the 16-inch alloy rims. On the back of the car, we have the tail lights, which incorporate the distinctive C shape of the Civic, and C, of course, is for the Civic. The boot of the Honda Civic is pretty impressive, gives you 478 liters of space. And of course, if you need more space, then you can of course use these two latches over here to fold the back seats down, and it gives you more than 1200 liters of space, which is really very impressive. So if you want to go to IKEA, buy some new furniture and be my guest, go stuff a lot of things over here. You have some friends coming over with a lot of luggage, not a problem for this car. You can go pick anyone from the airport. The interior of the Civic is nice and not too very sophisticated. It brings you a modest amount of technology for your fun drives as well. For example, here you have a little bit of screen and you can connect your phone with your Bluetooth for the calls and the music, and it also comes with 4-speaker stereo system. Under the screen you have the climate control buttons, which are pretty usual. You can control your climate, of course the AC knobs is here, the temperature and the air knobs as well. And underneath there is a lot of space where you can put in your phone or your glasses, etc. And then below that you have an extra space for your USB ports, which will help you charge your phones, etc. And then we move on to the steering wheel, which is leather wrapped, and it has nice stitching over here, gives you a nice decent amount of grip as well. Now the steering is of course tilt and telescopic. You can pull it up, down, sideways, etc. to as per your adjustment requirements, etc. You have the speedometers, which is part digital, part not digital, and then you have of course some fuel gauges and the temperature gauge as well, which is also digital and has a different light color. Of course, the interior brings you a little bit of chrome all around, a little bit of aluminums, which is nice to look at, a bit of different from the darkness of this car, and gives a bit of light, a bit of a distinct character. The center console is of course cleverly designed. You can pull it back or lift it up to reveal some space for your water, for your coffee, etc., and for your croissants if you're hungry. So of course there's a nice decent amount of space, and this is very comfortable, this armrest, which is padded of course. This Honda is of course lower, longer, wider, but at the same time is also very lighter. Now the seating is aimed to give you a more sporty driving position by giving you a bit more stiffness at this area for the driving and the passenger seats. But of course the driving position can take its toll because of the stiffness. If you're in for a longer ride, it can give you a bit of a backache. The seats at the back offer you an armrest and of course two cup holders or coffee holders, but I'm not really a fan of this this part because it's kind of loose and the materials are not very impressive. However, the back seats give you a lot of leg room, but it comes at a compromise for the headroom. If you're taller than 6 feet, of course you will have to slouch to cover that headroom area. This Honda Civic 1.6 liter engine gives a peak performance of 123 horsepower while maintaining an impressive fuel economy, and at the same time it can reach up to 151 newton meters of torque. The engine is also combined with the CVT technology, which is designed to give a very smoother transfer of power to the road. But that of course comes at a price of having a little bit of noise, of some grunt and roughs coming from the engine. The car is also able to give you a bit of some safety features, some decent safety features like traction control, ABS, tire pressure monitoring, hill assist, and of course when you're reversing and you're parking, it gives you a little bit of alert when you're about to hit an approaching object from the backside. In terms of the drive, it's fun, it's very easy to handle, the steering is good and does a good performance. But when you reach a speed of 80 kilometers and you exceed that and you have to brake or you have to come to a stop, the brake pedals, they start vibrating under your foot, which is very annoying, and at the beginning I was a bit scared and it's kind of disappointing. But if it is something that you can live with and you can get used to the brake pedals vibrating under your foot, it's no big deal. You can drive this car, and I think it will be fun for you to drive. The Honda Civic at 65,000 dirhams faces a tough competition from Corolla, from Mazda 3, and from the Elantra and some other tough competitors out there. Of course, it offers a good performance, very nice handling, a great fuel economy. The exterior sparks interest, the interior offers you a lot of cargo space. However, they could have done a bit more on the seating. They could have made it a bit more comfortable for longer rides. But if it is something that you can overlook, then you cannot simply go wrong with this Civic. Thanks for watching. Subscribe and leave your comments below.